There's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here's Burrow to throw right away. This is Fant on the short completion. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Burrow. And this will be caught by Brown. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted. The running game, and guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to get this in. Inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20.
Here we go.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a first down coming up. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. That's caught, Andre Yoshivas. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
And this is exactly the kind of drive you're hoping for out of the gates. They're mixing the run and the pass well, keeping this defense off balance early. And they're on the march here with another first down.
This is Brown going up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Great play that time defensively by Zach Harrison.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Here we go. Right 80. Check back. Hey, watch it. Right 80.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Now they go screen, it's complete. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Here we go.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. McPherson's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Here's Tagavoiloa on 1st and 10. Short throw caught by Pitts. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Too easy, too easy.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. On play action, here's Tua. This ball down the field for Pitts. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, go Mike 40, Mike 40.
Burrow looking to pass. A quick throw there is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Here we go. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Back deep is a very dangerous Mike Hughes. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining 2nd half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the 2nd half and get us going?
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On 1st down, Tagavoiloa. Short throw caught by Pitts. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Ready? Hey, team! You know me! Let's go, baby! Jim!
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tua now on first down. Got London on the slant. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Throwing now is Tagavoiloa. Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. So the defense helping them out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now Tua. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons have taken a fourth quarter lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow. That's complete to Chase. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Here we go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing, Burrow. Man open left side is Brown. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. To throw, Burrow. Oh, and that is incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Here's Burrow. This is the tight end Fant. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Burrow. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to cash.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Down to an E goes Tua, and that should just about do it. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game, but hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win, and in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.